Hello everyone and welcome to Zeke1 Plays. So glad that you joined me today. Today we're going to be hunting for a shiny Klefki. You guys are in for a treat. Let's get into it. Alright, first things first, let's deal with the map. There are basically two main locations where you can find Klefki. One is right here next to Alfornata, this little town on the very corner of the western side of Paldea. It's where the Psychic-type gym is. The other location to find Klefki is at Montenegro, which is in the snowy region. And so we're going to start in Alfornata, and I'll show you where you can look here to find Klefki. But forewarning, this is actually the lesser of the two spots, in my opinion. I think Montenegro might have a little bit of a better spot, so we're going to show you that as well. As always, the first thing you want to do when you get to Montenegro is go right outside the city and make yourself a picnic. So let's do that. Now, we're in picnic form, and we want to isolate steel types in this region and in the snowy region because there are fairy types in both regions that can kind of screw up what Pokemon you're encountering. And so to do a steel type sparkling power sandwich, we're going to use one hamburger and then a salty, and then you can use a sour, a spicy, or a sweet. I'm going to use a sweet. Either one of these will get you the right sandwich. Literally just a 3-ingredient sandwich. The 2 herbs, and the hamburger. There are other ways to do this sandwich as well, and I can put Papa Hefe's sandwich recipe link in the description below if you would like to use different kinds of herbs or not have to use salty or something like that. There's our sandwich, and you can see sparkling, title, and encounter power for steel-type Pokemon. All right, so we're going to cancel out, leave the picnic now, and already you'll be able to see spawning in front of us and to the sides are predominantly Klefki. All right, so if you want to hunt in Alfornata, which, like I said, they are a little bit lower level here, but not much. And also, I feel like this is a little bit of a harder location to hunt. This is how you're going to do it. All right, kind of right here at the corner of town, nearby this tree. What I do is I walk in and out of town, despawning and respawning these things. Then I usually use my camera app like so to check and see if I see any gold Klefki. The shiny Klefki is, of course, gold with a little bit of a blue dangle thing underneath it. And so I look around the field, and when I do not see any shiny Klefki, then I head back to this corner right here, just to the right. You can see I've entered Alfornata right here. They've all despawned, and now I exit the city again. And I wait right here for them to spawn. The hard part that I've found is that they do not spawn very quickly here. Also, they're kind of all over the field, so I'm always worried that I'm missing a spawn or two. See, I look around. There was 1, there's 2, 3, there's 4, there's 5, 6, 7, 8 Klefki. Yeah, so that's 8 right there. And if I look back across, there might be 1 or 2 extra ones. But in general, I'm just not getting very high numbers of spawns either. And so now let's go to the second spot where I think it's actually a better place to hunt for a shiny Klefki. So what we're going to do is pull open our map, go to the snowy region, and fly to Montenegro, which seems to be a town that holds a lot of good things worth looking into. Arriving in Montenegro, this is actually one of the easiest shiny hunts without using some sort of hack or exploit that I've ever come across in this game. And so what you're going to do is, on the left side of this gate, walk out about 5 steps, stop, and look over at that hill, and just watch for them to spawn in. Once you count 12 or 13 or 15, then you're going to walk back inside and back out. I'll show you how it works. It's very simple. So here we go. Walk 5 steps, turn, use your camera to take a good glimpse. Now, it appears that I went a little bit too far because those Magneton and Magnemite are spawning in. But if you get the steps right, you should only get Klefki here. But even with those Magnemite, I'm still getting a lot of Klefki. Now, I don't see any golden Klefkis yet. If you're concerned about whether or not it's golden or silver, look right underneath the Klefki and see where that little red bell is jingling. That right there is a dead giveaway that it's not shiny. Because the shiny Klefkis have... Oh, what is my camera doing? Sorry. The shiny Klefkis have a little blue dingly thing. So I don't even know what you call that. But see how that's got the red one? It'll be blue on the shiny as well as its body being gold. So none of these are shiny. So I'm going to head back into town. And we're going to see if we can isolate to just get the Klefki here. So right here, into town. And back out. And this time I'm going to take only 2 or 3 steps. See? Yeah, there we go. Now I've isolated, and there's only Klefki spawning in. There's nothing up on that mountain because I'm not quite close enough to it. This should be the only spawn that's coming in at all right now. As you can see, like there's 10 or 15 already. Like it's very quick for them to spawn in, and you're only getting Klefki. I don't see any shiny ones, so I'm going to reset it, and I'm going to continue to do this until we find ourselves our first shiny Klefki. All right, now before I actually find my shiny Klefki, I want to do a little bit of a PSA here on this shiny hunt. You must be very careful. So as you can see in that grouping there is no shiny Klefki. But what I'm going to do is show you what I would do if there was a shiny Klefki. So the first thing I would do is throw down a save, right? I'm not going to do that now because I didn't find one, but normally you throw down a save. Then what I want you to do is hop on Koraidon and do not go straight toward the Klefki. Going straight right there next to the fence is going to cause them to despawn. So you're going to want to go this way, being careful not to despawn it, then climb the mountain up to the spawn location where the shiny Klefki is. Okay? Now, let me show you. See right there. If you even get this far right here, it's going to put you in Montenegro, and you're not going to be able to get your Klefki. So you're going to want to be very careful in how close you come to that. Okay, still no shiny. So once again, showing you what would happen if I just were to run straight toward it. See? They despawn because you run through Montenegro. So you really kind of have to go around to make sure you don't despawn it. So the snowstorm makes things quite a bit more difficult to see. So a couple of options. You can either run up here like this and do some checking without despawning anything. Or you can just do your best and look for that blue and gold. And if you don't see it, then reset it again as normal. But if ever you do decide to come up here and look through them, you can always just jump over the fence to reset and then run to the gate so that you don't mess up your spawns. And then reset it just like you've been doing before. So. All right, I think I see something that looks more gold. So I'm going to throw down a save. And like I said, I'm going to take this route the long way around. We're going to see if it actually is a gold one or not. I think it is. Do you see it? It's right here. I think it is. There it is, shiny Klefki. Oh my gosh, it looks so cool. Yes, sir. Look at that. The blue did not pop out at all from that distance. It's really the gold that gave it away. And, man, let me tell you, I am excited with that shiny. It actually looks pretty decent in a quick ball, so I'm going to try that. And if we don't get it, then we're going to have to worry about lowering its health here in a second. There we go. Critical capture on the Premier Ball. Now we have ourselves a shiny Klefki. I hope this guide was helpful to you. And there you can see the shiny Klefki in comparison to some of these other ones. And, man, it is such a neat shiny. I'm really proud of this one. So if this helped you at all, please leave a like, subscribe, come back for more content just like this. And I will be using my Klefki to defeat Greninja later this weekend. So I hope you guys all have a very safe week. Stay safe out there, and peace out.